pandemonium. Use my fangs to murder ya. Yo soy la diosa, los demonios no me controlan. Soy culebra.
What is up? 7 Octoberz here. Welcome to another episode of Nightmare on Cedric Avenue podcast. Today is going to be a special edition, Nightmare Cinema Edition. For those that have been following my journey, I used to do this show called Nightmare Cinema on the Platform Collection channel. And now I'm bringing it back to my channel and bringing a different reiteration. But for those who have seen it, I would bring on guests and talk about some of my favorite horror movies, and we'll just talk about and review it. And today I wanted to bring on a dope guest, Marquez, who goes by ILOVEHORROR84 on Instagram. We met through there, and this is going to be our first time actually virtually meeting, so it's really dope. So I wanted to bring him on, and as you can see up here, right there, it's going to be Megan. We're going to be reviewing Megan. So without further ado, let's bring on Marquez here. What's up?
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey, thank you for joining me today on this special episode too, because we're bringing it back, and you're the first guest. And you're welcome. And I appreciate you because I know we haven't really met. Like, this is the first time us meeting like virtually. But I feel like I've known you because we always like chat here and there, like, you know, about horror or whatever it is. And you showed a lot of love to my page, so I appreciate that. Yeah. So today we wanted to discuss a more recent horror flick, which is Megan, and it just came out in January. And fun fact, I think it was the first horror movie I watched this year. It was like a free screening that I went to. So, yeah. So we'll get into it. I can go over the premise, and then we can kind of speak about, like, you know, me and you, like what we thought about it, the pros, the cons. I'll share some clips too. Hopefully we don't get flagged or copyrighted, but we might. So.
As long as the videos are not longer than 10 seconds, longer than 10 seconds, it should be fine.
Okay. And yeah, we should be good. And then, so the director, just to go over like the little bit of the info about the movie, the director is Gerard Johnstone. The writer is Akilah Cooper, which she also did, I think, Malignant, and she's written for other TV shows. But yeah, she's dope.
I haven't seen Malignant yet, so.
Okay. I wasn't a huge fan of it, but it has a cult following so far. It just came out, I think, last year or 2 years ago. I can't remember, but it's not that old. Yeah, let me know what you think when you watch it. I was kind of like, it was okay. The cast, of course, we get Allison Williams from Get Out. Really dope actress.
I didn't recognize her at first.
Yeah. Yeah. And she is like a completely different role too, which I like. We can see her range and stuff like that. Yeah, right?
I have some things to say about that.
Okay. And then we have the young Violet McGraw, which she was, I think, in Haunting of Hill House. I think she's another like little like powerhouse coming into the scene. I could see her like becoming like a final girl as she's getting older.
Yeah.
And then, those are the main two characters, honestly. So I didn't really write I forgot the girl's name that plays like the Megan, because there's somebody that's actually like wearing the little, I guess, suit or whatever.
Yeah, I forget her name too. I know you're talking about, but she's done a lot of work too. I just can't.
Okay. Yeah, now we can bring it. If you look it up or something, we'll figure it out. And then it's produced by, Blumhouse, Jason Blum, and James Wan, which is what kind of caught my attention. Because honestly, when I saw the previews, low-key, I'm wearing a Chucky. I'm like all Chucky fan over here. But I was like, oh man, they're trying to copy Chucky. They're trying to monetize on it. But I was like, I'll give it a shot. And so the premise of this movie, to kind of go, and if I miss anything, correct me. So pretty much is about a girl. Her aunt works at this, like, I guess AI type of like technology place where she creates like different things, and she ends up working on a new project called Megan. Some background information of the main character, her niece, is she loses her parents, so the aunt has to kind of take over as her guardian. And obviously she's like so into her job, she doesn't really have time to like even help her own niece grieve her parents.
She was not ready for children.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, that would be me if I ended up with kids. So pretty much she creates this doll, and in creating it, she kind of realized she's also fixing her problem, like not being able to spend time with her niece. So she kind of, creates like an attachment with the niece and the doll, and then from there, kind of all hell breaks loose type of thing. So let's get into it. So what are some things that you liked about the film?
Like about the film. But
Or are you more on the I don't like the film?
I know I like the film.
Okay.
I just mind you guys, in full disclosure, I just watched the film 2 days ago.
Okay.
2 days ago.
You're still processing it.
I'm still processing it, so this is my first judgment.
Yeah.
However, I do like the film. I can see why people are digging it.
Uh-huh.
I'm the same way. I'm just more critical with some of the characters development.
Yeah.
So far as like how it was shot, the cinematography was great. I think the plot was very different. It was very updated.
Yeah, I agree.
I really thought, they was probably gonna do like I really thought from the trailer they was gonna, it was gonna be somewhat similar to Chucky. I grew up with Chucky, so I was like, oh, please don't do a similar type of thing. However, they didn't. Well, they didn't in the beginning, but I still see similarities.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But I thought it was well written. The plot was.
I was gonna say. Yeah.
The plot it had you in tune. The plot was very in tune. However, I thought it was just real quick. To me, it wasn't long enough for me. Like it was like quick. Like it was like a quick scene for me. Like scene. It didn't. Certain people who I guess needed to be in there. I guess the characters that were killed off. I mean, you really didn't have no sympathy for them.
Yeah, especially that one guy that was like the slave of the main boss. Like I was like, what was the point of him?
No, I don't think he needed to be. The Asian dude, I didn't really see the need of Megan.
Yeah.
Killing him. However, the other dude in the elevator, that was interesting. I thought from that trailer, from when you seen the trailer, I thought that was the Asian dude again. Eviscerated, but it happened to be the other dude because he was doing some shady stuff.
He was, yeah.
Very interesting that to me that they had little girls save the day. So that was a different plot.
And I kind of guessed it because it was like a foreshadow. So again, spoilers, and I'll put it in the here that it's going to be a spoiler review. But in the beginning, where the niece and the aunt are like spending time together, and she introduces like the first robot that she created, I was like, this shit's gonna save the day. Like, and I called it. I just didn't know, like you said, that the girl was gonna.
I really wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest with you, despite her losing her parents, she was still a brat.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she was.
That's just my opinion. I think she was a brat. Her slapping her aunt.
Oh yeah. I know, I would have slapped her back, honestly. That's just me. I'm like, it would have been like a Latino version of it, they would have got it back.
Right. There's no way. I do understand that she's still a child and she just lost her parent.
Exactly.
Someone who's lost a parent, that's a lot to deal with. So, and I'm still dealing with that. So, her being a child and me being who I was already grown.
Yeah.
Her being a child, I could see my little sister with that because it goes through a lot of emotions. However, the disrespect was just on an all-time high. And I felt like to be honest, I'm a big horror fanatic. I'm all about the kills and stuff too. I didn't really see anything that was memorable as far as kills.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I think a lot of people said if it had been rated R, it would have been more blood, more gore, which.
Rated R. So
yeah.
I think so. I mean, I like the movie. I like the plot. the plot was well rented. When it comes to cons, I don't think any of the kills were well. Besides one kill with the lady, I'm not going to go into details of that with the old lady with the dog.
Yeah.
Besides that one,
yeah, because they pretty much cut the scene where it would have shown, like, especially with the guy that you said, the one that was like doing shady shit. Like it just showed it like a side view, and then it just went to the transition to the next scene, which I was like, damn, I wish we could have saw more blood or blood at all. But
exactly, I still don't understand why that was a rated R film.
I know they should, yeah, they should have.
But like I said, everybody else they deserved to die. I think it was one person. To me, one person deserved it. Everybody else deserved to die besides one person. I still believe the Asian dude was just caught at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah. I mean, at least he got a free dance before, you know?
Yeah, that's okay.
And I was going to ask you about that scene, right? Like, you being for, you know.
That scene was, me and my partner, we discussed that. That scene is, yeah. She... very update, I will say that.
Yeah.
Little hip hopish, it was more like, oh, but this girl, Megan was updated to TikTok at this point. It was like,
oh yeah,
she was doing everything. I didn't understand why she didn't kill the other two. I'm assuming technicians that worked on her.
Yeah.
I guess she thought they were killed with that little explosion. I thought the building was gonna explode.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad they survived. Honestly, I was like, oh, please don't kill them, because I mean, not that, like you said, the character development on some of these, like for example, their characters, we didn't care enough for a lot of these people because they didn't really develop the relationship with each other, with the main characters.
The dog had more character development than
That's true.
So if I had, I mean,
what would you give it? Like, what if you rated the movie?
I could overall say this. The movie was great.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun to watch. I liked it. It will have you talking amongst friends or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think I want to see another sequel of it? Do I think it stands a test to Chucky? No.
Yeah. What rating would you give it out of 10?
Between a 6.5, 7.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I agree with the story, like the plot and everything. I think what I liked about it, and we touched on it a little bit, was like the grieving, like dealing with that as a theme of it, and then how does a kid deal with that? The whole thing about like the attachment theory with the doll. Like I really like those because I feel like they actually did work on the actual writing of the story.
Yeah.
And I really love that. Like I think it was kind of like, it was kind of silly at times, but like the scene where they do like the test, right? And they have the girl with the doll, and then she kind of tells her like, I'm sad, and she's like, why? She's like, oh, I'm thinking about my parents and I'm gonna forget about them. And then she like stores like her story of her mom, some funny story or some anecdote, and I was like, oh, that was like kind of like heartwarming. Like that shit got me.
Okay,
So
what got me is her eyes and the way she tilts her head, and then the singing.
oh yeah. Let's talk about the singing too. The titanium scene, man. Oh my god. That had me dying.
She sung a couple of times, like 2 or 3 times.
2, yeah. 2 times.
Like 2 times she sung to this girl, like she was giving her lullabies. I'm like, okay, that is something totally unexpected.
Yeah.
At one point, I think she really did care for this girl. She had an attachment.
Yeah.
They were very attached. I was still kind of annoyed with the brat. I hate to call her a brat, but I think she was a brat the whole movie until towards the last final 20 minutes of it.
Yeah.
And she realized that this thing is literally Megan has lost her mind.
Yeah, it's like the dangers of technology. And even, like, I kind of understood where the doll came from, because remember, they never added, like, parental controls, any of that. So if you think about it, like, even, like, I'm not a parent myself, but I know, obviously, for a fact from my mom, like, when you're a parent, you, like, you know, fight tooth and nail for your kid. And I feel like Megan was that, like, became, like, a mother to the girl.
She became a mother figure
but she didn't have like the right or wrong thing. So that was like out. So she just killed people for like
She didn't
disrespecting the little
understand the
girl.
boundaries of that's something that you cannot do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where it was like the line was drawn. But yeah, the final showdown, I liked. Like you said, it was cool that the little girl was like the one that saved the day. Again, spoiler,
Little girl
sorry.
saved the day.
Yeah.
I think one of the tech labs was telling. I can't get. See, that's the thing. Nobody was rememberable like that. Even the main,
Yeah,
the auntie. I don't remember her name.
that's true. Yeah.
Even one of her tech labs was saying, "Why do you want to get her so attached to a dog, as opposed to a human life guardian figure? Like,
Yeah. That shit was deep. Yeah, yeah. And then she was like, "Well, she's not like my daughter," type of shit. I was like, "Damn, that shit was cold."
That was this is why I had to connect with her. Like, I'm like, girl, this little girl has lost both her parents, and she was in the accident herself, by the way. They didn't go too deep with that. I mean, they showed that real quick.
Yeah.
They did see her in the hospital. We did see her in the hospital for a split second. I don't know what her I don't know what was her idea of her injury. She was in the back seat.
Mhm.
But that went quick, very quick, because the parents was gone, and so like she healed properly real fast. I guess she didn't really get any extensive injuries.
That's
However,
true.
she's mentally damaged.
Yeah.
Why are you not consoling this girl?
Exactly. Yeah.
As being her guarding her, and that's why I was like, the psychiatrist or the therapist. I wish she would have taking more authority, but I guess she didn't because the auntie got success with Megan. It
Mhm.
would start to launch, but as the launch went on, stuff went left.
Yeah. Seriously, and I feel like the aunt didn't have a relation. I think she was like estranged maybe to the sister because I feel like they kind of touched on it, but then again they didn't because she didn't. It didn't seem like she was grieving at all.
Yeah, that was even in the, like we didn't like. Okay, so why would her sister? If the way she's acting, I don't think her sister. Anybody in real life, if the way her sister acted towards the beginning, the majority of the movie, towards the end, the way she's treating her niece,
Uh-huh.
I don't think any parent would have right in a right mind gave partnership to that individual.
Exactly. Yeah.
So verdict. So but I could have swore I heard a conversation in that movie that they might have been close, but she always worked.
Yeah.
She's always working. She's all about her work.
Mhm.
It was very me.
Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, I did like the dark humor.
That was very obvious. But
Yeah.
however, that's why I'm like, why would her sister do that? It's got to be something deeper. Why did she feel like she can go to her sister versus her father's people?
Yeah, or the grandparents or somebody else. Yeah, that's true.
And
So
where
yeah.
are the parents? Where are the parents?
Mhm. Seriously. The dark humor was kind of funny though. That's what I enjoyed about it. I think the most was like the comedic side of it. For me, it was like like the freaking Furby thing. Like it was like really stupid and silly, but like yeah. I was just like cracking up. It's just some of these things were like really silly, or like Megan's like one-liners, where she's like in a nutshell or whatever, like or like all these like she was like talking back. She was kind of sassy.
Yeah, like her attitude.
Yeah.
You could start seeing in her attitude, like, but it was also the facial expressions, like.
Yeah, she was like when she mad dogged the lady with the dog.
Right.
Like you're next.
And I thought that scene was going to happen towards the end, but I feel like that was real rush too.
Yeah. Yeah, I
To
think.
be honest with you, I want to say, death scenes were there were. 'Cause I normally do death counts too.
Oh yeah, there was the lady, the dog, if the dog counts, right?
The
The two
dog,
dudes, the Asian guy and his
Asian guy,
coworker.
and that shady dude that was
Yeah,
stealing files.
it was it just four? Am I missing somebody else?
Oh, the little boy.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. And we'll get
It
into
was
the clip on
five.
that one.
Yeah,
So
it
five.
was.
Well, that was not a lot then.
It was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chucky's way worse than
Besides the
that.
parents dying from the accident, Megan caused 5 deaths.
And there was no blood. So I
So
agree with the cons.
yeah,
I
it was
hated that there was.
four deaths in the dog. My
Yeah,
dog's
that's true.
my child.
Yeah, it's considered. Yeah.
My dog's my child. But if I had to put a con with that, that was weak for me.
Yeah, I agree. For me, that was like one of my cons that I wrote down was like not enough gore, or blood, and again, it's because
Not enough
of the
gore,
rating.
not enough blood,
Yeah,
not
there wasn't
enough,
any blood actually. I don't think so. Like right,
yeah.
like not really.
I was just telling my homegirl, like, 'cause she doesn't like scary movies. She'll watch it, but she really gets freaked out and her
Yeah.
mind goes up. And I'm like, girl, you can watch this because this is nothing.
Oh yeah, yeah. Anybody that's like not a horror fan can watch this for sure because it's more like a thriller at this point because of the
Is that a
yeah.
thriller?
I consider it would be considered more of a thriller. Not a,
I've
I
seen-
mean, if you
I've
like
seen
horror
more
elements
thriller.
with a thriller.
Yo, Criminal Minds scare me more than that. Just saying.
And then it was a cool fun fact I found out too. The little girl in Megan is sisters with the little girl from the black phone, one of the main characters, the one that was like psychic, that had like the dreams.
Really?
Yeah, they're sisters in real life.
I really enjoyed that movie.
Yeah, that was a really great film. But yeah, they're sisters. I was like, oh, that's cool. Like I could
That
tell.
is cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just saw it. Like I think somebody posted it the other day on IG. I was like, oh, I'll bring this up during our review. But yeah, I mean, it was a solid film for me. I think I would give it a little bit of a higher rating. I don't know, like maybe like a 7.5, 8, just because I was entertaining. A sequel, I don't know. Like you said, I don't know what are they gonna do for the sequel. Like,
I give it a 7.5. I don't think I would give it an 8.
okay. Yeah, I don't know for the sequel what they're gonna come up with because I was like, what else is left? Like, obviously they can bring her back, but
Anger was very weak.
yeah. I mean, they have to if they have to rate it R and bring the kills if they wanted to be successful.
So she paired herself with that. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
With the Alexa type thing. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Um, so in reality, I just feel like the whole Megan and Chucky beef.
Yeah.
I still feel like Chucky still reigns.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's just more. It has more deaths, all that stuff.
However, yeah, this particular is that scene you were trying to point out.
Yeah.
What is that?
This is the one with the kid. So I'll play it real quick here. It's the scene where the boy. Yes, I agree. This is a really dope scene. That was, I think, the only creepy scene where she's like kind of like on crawling on the freaking woods.
She did that. That was that's.
You don't want to play.
But we saw some of that in the trailer.
Yes, we did.
But this is more in depth, so it's got more creepy.
You know what happens to bad boys that don't mind
However, somebody was trying to show me this on they had this particular clip on YouTube. I refused to watch it because I was like, okay, I don't want to watch it.
And they kill it for yourself, yeah.
Yeah, her pulling his ear off like that.
Oh yeah.
Real good. Spoiler review. Sorry if you watched it. I'm sure everybody. A lot of people just watched this movie. It's made a ton of money. This scene in particular. I think this is a scene where yeah, this is where the scene she creeped me out a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the one, the dog scene where she gets bitten.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so let me I'll play a little bit of it here. Let me, she's just here.
I watched that scene because I saw the little girl get bit. I couldn't tell that if that dog was a pit bull or not. I think it's a pit bull mix.
It was, I think, a German Shepherd. I think, yeah. Let's see right now. Yeah, I mean, I don't really blame the poor dog, but
I mean, from
I mean-
what I can't think of the aunt's name. Like I said, very unreliable. She said she's been having problems with that dog. Like the dog keeps coming and whatever. And from I guess from the outside the neighborhood, people said they have said that this dog. I mean, well, it looked like that this dog has also terrorized other people. However, it was like I said, it was very. There was no depth and none of this stuff.
yeah, it was just like kind of like they introduced them real quick. Like we
They
kind of
introduced
figured that
them.
they were having like drama, but it didn't go, like I said, in depth. Like
Yeah, because normally they go longer introducing them, and then you see right okay, because then you can tell they better get it eventually if they don't stop whatever. But
yeah,
they introduce them, and then next thing you know, the next scene, a couple of scenes, they getting killed.
yeah. I feel like for sure it was better than the Child's Play remake, and we're talking about doll movies,
Oh,
but way better.
About 2019.
Yeah. Oh my god, that one's so
I
bad.
haven't even watched that.
Oh,
I
God.
dare not to watch it.
Yeah, you're not really missing out on anything.
So disrespectful. They keep trying to play that stuff on Hulu. I'm like, next.
No,
please.
the TV show is really dope though. If you haven't seen it,
No.
okay,
I-
you watch it. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm all for a fanatic or a blogger for a reason.
Okay.
Nothing.
Yeah, the remake was really trash, but
Yeah. I just think that all of them scenes, as far as people that was getting killed, I think the only person that really had some long standing or at least some type of more scenes was the Asian guy, her boss.
yeah, yeah. I know he wasn't like the best, but I like I said, I don't think he was too bad to like you said get killed off. It kind of sucked for him.
He didn't really say do too much for him to get whatever, but the fact I didn't understand why she targeting him.
Like you said, I think it was wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then on top of that too, he could have ran a different way or something like that. I don't know. That building looked like it was very, very big, or it seemed like it was very, very big.
Yeah, he
There
ran
was
to the
another way to
elevator.
run a different way. Like I would have left homeboy just sitting in the elevator and then went in a different direction.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, she had more reason to kill than him because she was still in the files. What did get me though is when the aunt was trying to, I guess, reprogram her to not have so much attachment, or I guess I don't know if I'm saying that wrong or saying that right. She was trying to, remove stuff from her system, and Meg was blocking it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was like, where did
So
they?
that was interesting.
Yeah. So we'll see. That probably has to do something a little bit with the premise of the sequel. Something probably didn't get destroyed when they kill her
Yeah,
off.
she during the fight. I mean, the fight match. She was saying like you thought that you was going to create something or something that sense and program it away, whatever. But in reality, I got smarter.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, maybe for all we know, she transferred herself somewhere else into the cloud. Any predictions for the sequel?
No.
No.
I'm
Ain't go anywhere.
blindsided. Like I really would like to know how that little cliffhanger is going to make it produce because she got ripped apart and then
Yeah.
and the little girl was she reminded her I guess she remembered that little portion right there is
Yeah,
the brain.
the
She
brain.
stabbed the brain. However, robots are known to, like I said, the pairing. I do understand the pairing part.
Mhm.
She could have reprogrammed herself or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
With that. But when it comes to being full form body, that's where you already lost me. So I really
I
don't
know.
know.
I mean, maybe it's like a Chucky. Was it Chucky 2 or 3, where like they redo him, and then it's like the lightning hits the freaking thing and it brings him back to life somehow or whatever.
That was
I think it's part 2, right? Yeah, part 2. Maybe they do something like that. I don't know.
But they would. I mean, okay. When you say that, now it's bringing me back to old school vibes.
Okay.
take those parts that's
Yeah.
either ripped off or whatever, reclaim it, replace it. Somehow she finds a pairing code because everything is Wi-Fi
Yeah.
now. Or
Yeah. Or Bluetooth.
that's how she frees the form.
That's true. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if our
I
predictions
mean,
are right. I could
I
see
mean,
that.
that will, I that makes more sense. Like they
Mhm.
put it back together. Everything is technical and data now. She's already reprogrammed or paired her as some type. She must. I'm sure she paired herself somewhere to some type of
Yeah, or she
device,
saved herself to like a cloud or some shit. Yeah.
a clone or whatever.
Yeah.
She finds that clone or that USB or whatever that she. Hell, she could have put herself in the iCloud.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
And damn, and there you have it. A recon one that the body is being built because of us, some dummies. But the repro everything, all she had to do was just reprogram herself.
Yeah.
But is she going? Are we going to see the same two people? Is she
Yeah.
going? Is she going to do the? Is she going to be? Or are we going to get a same version? Chucky trying to find Andy.
Oh God. Oh
That's what I
yeah, trying
don't
to follow
want.
the girl. That's true.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. That is a good question. Like, is it going to continue the story? Or they're going to do like a brand new
I don't want
characters.
to be. Me, Andrew. I don't want them to continue that story.
Yeah, because
Unless you're gonna give me some
I
more.
mean, unless the only thing would be revenge, but other than that, because like Chucky had a reason, right? He needed to get his soul to the person he told his secret to. But with this one, is that really you don't really need to
Yeah,
go back to the girl.
he's trying to get into a human body and start over.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
is her reason?
exactly. Only revenge. That would be the only thing. But
Then again, I feel like the way horror
is
world
she that
happens,
petty?
they want to.
Who knows?
It's probably gonna tie itself back with the two girls. It
Hmm.
has to with with the little girl and her aunt because basically the aunt and the crew are the ones that made her.
Yeah,
Like she wasn't a human form to begin with. She was made.
that's true.
So
Yeah,
that being said, because I was surprised that the other two people lived. I'm like I said, that's a okay. Well, I wasn't too much surprised. I'm like damn, it wasn't the explosion didn't get that big. So I guess they did live. So that like I said, made sense. However, so now you got four people who's still alive, especially three of them that pretty much practically made this individual.
yeah,
And then you got one person who she was attached with, and then you got a betrayal, and this person betrayed Megan, so that all she is was whatever. My thing is this though, they making the part two. My thing is this though, amp up the kills,
yeah. I agree.
and
And blood.
definitely blood, and because if you're trying to come for the great Charles Lee Ray on Twitter. I didn't see that fight at all. Like it was funny to watch,
Yeah,
uh, but seeing the movie, actually now the movie everybody's pretty much seen it.
yeah.
I was very disappointed.
Yeah, I think
Like I
that's what a
said,
lot of people said. It was like the lack of gore and like the kills.
that horror, but the really main kill to me was the old lady.
That was a decent kill, but
We
yeah,
didn't see it all the way happen.
yeah,
It faded black at one point. However, we can tell. I mean, I don't know who has. What did she melt her face? Well, why would you have that in your What did you have that for?
that like power hose or whatever, maybe for a car wash. I
Yeah,
don't know.
why would you be melting anything? She's not building cars or melting scrap. Why would you have that in your barn or your garden barn? Like, why is that there? And then the little boy, like I said, the little boy. I mean, I was shocked when he said it to his mother. I was like, oh, that's what we're doing now. His mother, and he's a boy. If I would have said that to him,
Oh, I know. It's like a little kid. That's why I was like, oh, he deserved to die. Some of these people are like, okay.
yeah, I really like. If had I had this, if I had the plot, and I'm bringing a new villain character, I just really feel like I need, and I got these other iconic characters. I would have been like, I need to make this character really that character, that villain.
Yeah.
Because to me it was weak as far as the kills. She's creepy as hell.
Yeah. Yeah, she is. Yeah, I feel like the kills, like, for example, like, if they're gonna kill that little kid, they should have gone kind of like Doctor Sleep did. Like, that scene where they kill the little kid and they stab him, that was, like, a terrible scene, but, like, they showed what really happens. So I was like, if they would have done that in Megan, I think it would have had more of an impact.
I just feel like, yeah, we don't know what she did with the dog.
That's true. Poor dog. I think that's the only one I feel bad for.
We didn't see what she did with did I remember seeing this, what she did with the Asian guy? I know she slashed him, but
Yeah, but we didn't. Yeah, it cuts away to the other guy. So
we still didn't see that.
yeah, and that we didn't either. We just saw the blade, and then like she kind of like insinuated that it went into his face, but that was it. It panned away.
Besides the old lady, that was. I mean, we saw a little more of that. But she's the only one that's, to me, that was memorable.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I'm gonna be in a horror movie and I'm gonna be killed off, I would love to be an iconic kill.
That's true. Be remembered.
To be remembered.
Yeah.
So she got that part. As far as everybody else, like I said, it kept you on your toes. It was very entertaining. It wasn't boring.
Yeah. Definitely has replay value. Because I just rewatched it for this review. And I was like, oh, okay, it was cool. Like, it's one of those movies where you can come back to it, like, every couple of months or like, years.
Yeah.
Because there's some where you only watch it one time, you know? And you don't want to go back to it. That was probably Knock at the Cabin for me, honestly.
I played on my tomorrow.
It was good. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a hater, I guess. I don't know. I guess it's gotten a lot of good reviews. I felt like it felt just flat at the end for me. But it was really suspenseful, though, during the movie, though. I can't hate on that.
I mean, I like suspenseful stuff,
Yeah.
but I still, if you're going to make this into some type of, like, horror type thing, I still need suspense, but I also still need some type of horror. Like, I didn't think that, when it came to Megan, I was expecting some type of jump scare or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it was more shock value. The whole point, part, like, she's driving. Yes, she's driving. Who taught her to drive? No one. She just paired herself to drive.
That's true. Yeah.
So it was no jump value. It was no scare tactic. However, that piano scene was kind of the way. Like I said, her looks definitely creepy. The way she's looking, the way she look at you, whatever, definitely creepy. The creep value is definitely up there. Definitely 100%. They've styled her very particular. I mean, I don't think any other wig or any other color or just the costume that they had her in would have did any justice. They find the right look.
Yeah, I agree.
The character development was kind of weak. I feel like some of the stuff was rushed. I didn't think it was going to be that quick, like into, you know, pow, 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 pow.
Yeah.
However, like I said, it was fun to watch. It was entertaining. I didn't feel bored. But if you're going to, now there's a sequel coming out, because like I said, we got that announcement a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I just hope whoever directed it or producing it was they amp it up. if you're gonna make this character, I feel like Megan has potential to be a iconic character, a villain,
Yeah.
a real iconic villain. If you
Up the
amp it,
stakes. Yeah.
if you amp the stakes up, um, and you give some of these characters some more depth, but don't get too much. I don't want them to also um, give so much Megan to the point of she's hell bent on revenge.
Yeah.
Like
Maybe give her a little bit more humanity, you think?
yeah, at this point, yeah, not well.
I mean, she already is kind of just on the bad side.
You know what I want her to do? Since she's already out the basket,
Yeah.
like act like some of these. I like a psychopath.
Okay. Yeah, like a Chucky. Just for no reason.
Like I like a real girl, charming, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and whatever, sophisticated, but at the same time, a psychopath.
Like a single white female.
The dog. Or me, a robot. Or
Yeah.
a dog robot. You know, like have people think, like, if I want to amp it up as a writer, I will have some dumb jock or whatever, or people just thinking like this, like make her look like to me she look real, like a real girl.
Mm-hmm.
Her sunglasses all like, who walks in like that? Like that was too much. So keep that element, but evolve it to the point where you can't really tell she's a robot. But she's also sweet talking you and flirting with you and whatever.
Yeah.
And trying to like make her I would go as far as making her a robot slash female or just one a girl killer, like psychopath killer.
Yeah.
She gets her revenge, and then she or whoever, whatever, if they decide to go that route and kill the remaining survivors, they probably end up doing it anyway. So she, I mean that. As far as part two, I can see that she would probably want to go for those who had created her, so she doesn't have any inkling
Yeah, like any connections back.
so she
Yeah.
can go on doing what she wants to do. And
Yeah.
as soon as she gets in her element, whatever, and people, and you know, she's hell bent. She's so hell bent on emotions of her, and so you know, so perfect, so right. But when somebody does the opposite and whatever, that's when she decides to gets physical and vengeful.
Yeah.
That's yeah, I could definitely see that.
Yeah. It would be cool too to like have a different scenery, right? Like her in LA or some shit, you know, like some
LA.
social media shit, you know?
Social media, New York, Atlanta.
Yeah. Something crazy.
Like, I feel like they would have to amp that plot up. Like, if you're gonna have a sequel for this, don't go the same route. I mean, you probably towards the beginning, probably yeah. You can. I mean, you could, at this point in horror, you could pretty much do everything. I've seen kids die, so she little girl is at no state. she can die too.
Yeah.
I have no problem saying that. But if you're going to amp up this villain, because everybody's been wanting a new villain, that's something that I would do as far as a writer.
Yeah, no, I agree with some of that stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Well.
But I'm talking too much.
No, you're fine. Any other like final thoughts about it? I obviously do recommend it. Like at least a good one watch. And it doesn't have to be played either. Yeah.
It's a lot. If we're gonna watch it again, I wanted to watch it with a group, but I'm gonna put it on the list with my horror show. One of my film partners, he keeps trying to taunt me with Candyman, so I said, okay, I'll watch the original again. As long as you're watching something, so we do have movie nights here and there.
That's cool.
So yeah, I think Megan is watchable.
Yeah.
I will watch. I just feel like the kills were weak. Besides one,
Yeah, I agree.
and
Well,
I feel like everything was rushed. Like it was quick. And I
yeah.
say quick. I know everybody wanted.
And maybe that's why I liked it, because I love that shit when it just gets to the fucking point and it doesn't drag. But it was fast paced.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But I like build up.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. It was definitely, we recommend this film. And I appreciate you, coming on here, giving your point of view. And yeah, hopefully, we can have more episodes where you come on. That'll be fun.
Down
Yeah.
To do more. This is very fun.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm a new YouTuber. This channel just started in July, so I'm trying to amp up
Yeah.
the antics. But I'm very happy that you invited me to do this, because this is very, very fun.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, and for sure. And I'll share the links too in the description and all that stuff, so people can subscribe to your channel too and all that stuff.
And I will text you the links and stuff where everybody can get in contact with me. Hopefully next time, my film partner, who I normally film with for our skits,
Mm-hmm.
he can be involved as well. And
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
multiple people talk about certain. The next thing I think we're gonna be watching, the next thing is Cocaine Bear.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. I'm actually really excited for that. And I didn't know Elizabeth Banks directed that shit, so I was like, oh, I got to see this.
Right, and I didn't know
Yeah.
it was based on the story.
Oh yeah, like 90s or 80s or something that happened in real life. I was like, oh shit. Obviously they dramatized it, but it looks cool.
It looks very cool, so we're looking forward to that. But yeah, I don't definitely would love to collab more.
For sure, I'm down.
I'll reach
We'll,
out.
we'll do like a crossover. I'll go to your show or something.
Yeah, I'm still like you more a little more tech savvy than I am.
Yeah.
Right?
I can. Yeah, we can always. I can always. I'm always willing to share the wisdom. So let me know. We can. Yeah.
We are working on projects. I'm trying to produce and direct. Well, not direct. Produce my first fan film. So if you have any pointers, that'd be great.
Okay,
So,
yeah. I'm in the same. I'm on the directing side. I kind of want to learn all that stuff. So yeah, for sure, we can bounce ideas and stuff like that. But I appreciate you being on today.
Yeah, me too. I appreciate you having me on, and yeah.
Yeah, and for everybody listening in, thank you guys. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll share I Love Horror 84's. That's his social media right here on Instagram, and all his links and all that stuff. I'll share them in the description. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Like, comment, share, all that helps out my channel. And thank you guys. Peace.